Hey everybody, it's TJ Hunt. Today's topic is healing the soul. So, how can you heal a soul? It's perfect, right? Well, it's a metaphor that we use for when our minds, our hearts, and maybe even our bodies need healing. So, let me tell you a story. 7 years ago, I was a meth addict. And at that time, I was a very negative, a very angry, a very, let's call it wicked person. And at that point in my life, I was so downtrodden and so beaten down that I almost had no reason to live. I contemplated suicide on a daily basis, you know, almost all day sometimes. And I was in a very just a despondent state of mind. So in those moments, it feels like our soul needs healing because, for me, at that point in my life, I felt dirty and I felt like I needed a cleansing, but I didn't know how to do it. And then 3 years later, I woke up and I realized that I don't need healing, but acknowledging the fact that there's something inside me that needs facing or what we call healing, then that is what moves us forward to take those steps that will heal the soul, as we like to call it. So, what are different healing styles? There's Reiki, there's many different kinds of energy healing. Reiki is one of them. There's Qigong, there's I think Tai Chi can be used for that as well. And then there's self-healing things. All those can be used for self-healing, but generally for healing others. But every healing style, you heal yourself first. So, meditation can be healing. Exercise can be healing because it gets you out of your head and then it gets you into a place of being in the present moment. Because, I was talking with someone earlier today about how, she has anxiety, and all anxiety comes from a need to escape the present moment, and then we're living in the future somewhere. And so, you just have to bring your awareness back to the present moment, and then your soul takes care of the rest, because that is being in alignment. It's finding your center. They call it being balanced or rooted. It's all about bringing yourself back to the here and now, and then aligning yourself with your higher self, and then your soul or your consciousness, whatever you want to call it. It does the healing for you. It moves you into a space of peace. And really, all healing comes from a desire to be at peace. So 7 years ago, when I was in that negative place in my life, I had all these crazy thoughts going on in my head at the time. I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking about killing myself. I even envisioned myself doing so and killing other people because I was so filled with hatred and anger and all these, negative emotions that were tearing me up inside. What I didn't realize was that the reason those emotions were doing to me what they were was because I did not face them the first time they came around. So when you have an emotion, generally a negative emotion, then what we do is we repress that emotion because we don't want to feel it. It's uncomfortable. But when you do that, that emotion, it never goes away until you face it and embrace it. So you have to learn to acknowledge parts of yourself that you usually want to keep hidden. We don't want to admit our faults or let other people see us be vulnerable or see these sides of ourselves that we don't like. And then we end up just an erotic mess. So healing your soul is all about just being here and now and getting away from all of the negative thoughts and embracing the negative emotions that come up in the moment. So that's it for today, everybody. Take care.